Good evening, Jordan. Good evening, everybody. This is Encounters, the late night spiritual UFO talk show, the number one spiritual UFO talk show here on social media. Excuse me. Trin, welcome to the show. Birds in Flight, All Seeing Eye 22. Willie, welcome. I love candy. Gina Marie, welcome. Queen MT. Lisa, good to see you. John Jones, everybody come in. Tom, thank you for joining us to an invite. Everyone out there, Grub, welcome. Telpo, UFO Sheev. Hey, UFO Sheev. Good to see you, brother. Good to have you with us, Ozzy. Everybody coming in here tonight for another great show. Rox, good to see you, Rox. The Crafters Boutique, good to see you. Rita Lynn, good evening, everybody. JC Essence, Voice of One, welcome. Jala, welcome. JC Essence. Elvira, Van Z, welcome, Van Z. Aphrodite, welcome to the show. And everybody else coming in here, Donna 999. Grub Driver, let's see, everyone, Joe B. Hey, Days, good to see you, brother. Everyone, Nicole, good to see you. Be good to self, that's a great, a great name. Excuse me. Zykarox, good to see you, Zykarox. And let's see, well, we never know what's going to happen tonight with me with topics, but we'll find out soon. It's even very spontaneous that way. I usually give you everything up front, then I relax and listen to you. You have a soothing voice. Thank you, the Crafters Boutique. We appreciate you very much. Definitely. I think it's Bree Stratch. Bree Stratch, good evening. Linda, good to see you. Blessings to you. Elisa Dora, welcome. Mindspeak, always good to see you. Mindspeak. Sherry Dobler. Hey, Sherry Dobler, welcome. Pink Tea, good to see you again, always. Everybody out here, thank you, the crafter. Thank you for the gift. We appreciate it very much. And if you're new to the show, make sure you press the red button, which is the follow button on your TikTok on my show, and also the like button while you're here. Good to have everybody. Spirit Kiss, welcome, Spirit Kiss. Noel Yamanda. Lucas Jackins, good to see you, brother. User 939. And sending a shout out to everybody. Oliver Marino, good to see you. NYX Orion, hey NYX Orion, good to see you as well. Whirlwind, hey Whirlwind. Dick Lee, welcome Dick Lee. Lucille, I think it's Lucille. Steel City, seeing all the good names coming in here. RC, welcome. Pebs, I think it is, welcome Pebs. Everybody, Melissa Hall, good to have you with Bob, welcome Bob. And Ben Thel Davis, I think it is. Trying to get people's names right here and not mess them up. Teresa, good to see you, Teresa. And everybody on Encounters. Jared, good to see you. Good to have you with us. Farmer, welcome. Alice, welcome, Alice. Thank you again for the gifts, Jared. Everybody, thank you for your gifts. April, we appreciate you guys so much. Bob, welcome, Bob. There are most definitely non-human beings here now. Absolutely, Bob. I totally agree. Elegant Beauty, it's good to see you as well. It's been a while. Absolutely. And we are going to get into some stuff. I have no idea what's going to come out of my mouth yet, but I know it's going to be good. I just can't tell you what it is yet. Let's see here. Greetings, Brian. Good to have you with us. Hey, Gary. Good to have you with us. Sonia Sweetie. That's a good name. Mia T. Everyone coming in here, welcome. We appreciate all of you so much out there. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here. I was looking at the crop circle in England, and I find it's very intricate. I think we're off to a good crop circle season in the UK, where the crop circles are formed. Now the thing is whether we can decode that crop circle that everyone's been seeing. I know on Facebook there's two very specific crop circle groups out of the UK. Thank you for the hands hot. We appreciate that. Hey, NYX Orion, good evening to you. Polly, welcome to the show. Everyone coming in here, welcome. Stefan, if anyone's just traveling money, 1900. Rudy, welcome, Rudy. 007 Bond, welcome. Parsons, welcome to the show. Carol, thank you. Thank you so much, Whirlwind, for the roses. Oh, there's always things new happening. We'll definitely be getting into it. Tonight, we hopefully will have our friend that has, we talked about it. We did a little segment on my video footage, of her video footage of the space being that was over the water. So Relics to Riches is going to be on tonight, I hope. We were talking to her just briefly last night at the end of the show. And Omar Caldero, welcome. Lavola, good to have you with us. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was an important post from the show. I had to, I tried to post it on Facebook, and then I realized I wasn't posting it correctly, and I reposted it, and it should be getting a lot of traction. And that's also on that recording that's on Facebook. People on Facebook will get to see what happened on the show the other night when we had Relics on, and that's towards the second part of the show. And people on Facebook, all my followers on Facebook will be able to see encounters in that show. Yeah, it was good to share that. Let's see. Omar says lots of weird lights. I think, Omar, you're having sightings, and we'll have to bring you up here and find out what's going on and where you are. Florida Real Estate. Hey, it's been a while. Larry, welcome to the show. Good evening, Debbie. We're doing good. We got through Wednesday. We're now getting towards the weekend, so that's good. Butterfly, welcome. Timari, welcome, Timari. And Terry Venus. Hey, Terry. Good to have you with us, Terry. Johnny Boy, everybody coming in here. Sizzler. Have you had any experiences, mate? Over the years, yes, nothing recently. We do have a CE5 group here in the United States, here in southern New England. I'm going to definitely set something up for June. I just have a date yet. I'll post it on here. But we do have what we'll call an Ashtar Command contact group here in Connecticut. Hey, Peggy, how you doing? Jacob, welcome. Peggy, welcome. Ashman, welcome. Justin Marquis. I'll put that down there. And we have, hey, Jersey for Life. Oh, thank you. Sue House. Hey, Sue. Everybody coming in here. Welcome, Karen55. Tick and Talk Something. Donald Curtis. And hope you're all doing well. Big Mama, welcome. Enlightened. Okay, Enlightened Jess. Ashtar is just the name of the command itself. Historically, I've never really delved into the meaning of the Ashtar, except Ashtar Command represents just many planetary worlds of light. Jersey for Life says many UFOs, and I know Jersey for Life is recording a lot of stuff right now. Clara, welcome, Clara. Joel's Royce, what are your current thoughts on Stephen Greer? Over the years, I did record an interview with him when I did my Intergalactic TV show back in the early 90s. I was in New Hampshire, and I was covering the New Hampshire MUFON conference. I did an extensive video interview with him on VHS and played it on my show on a cable station out of Connecticut. My thoughts on Stephen, that's when he was younger. He was very accessible. I think if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have a disclosure movement. Well, maybe not. Maybe we would. But he was a key person that brought up disclosure in the early days. So I know there's a lot of various opinions about Stephen Greer. But I think if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have a disclosure movement initially. So he did some good things in the early days. I haven't been keeping up with a lot of what he does currently. But I do know that the application he created over the years called the C5 app has helped a lot of people learn how to make visual contact with these spacecraft. So he has done some good things. And the initial period of time, Dr. Greer, had these conferences at the press briefing room in Washington. He brought all these former military people together, Air Force, Navy, and these people all talked about what they saw when they were officially not retired. So he has done a lot to foster, disclosure. He does do good work, yes. You know, I mean, I know there's different opinions about him, but he has done initially good work. You know, yeah, his ego is maybe a bit big, but his work that he does, I think, has been pretty good. But he's not the only one that's dealing with the disclosure. There's other people that are coming forward on their own that are about disclosure. He's just got a high profile that allows him, because he has that high profile, because he does his own podcast. I think he goes on many different social media platforms. Although Dr. Greer has not come on this platform, I'd love to get him on here and kind of talk to him. We're talking about, hey, Teresa, Dr. Greer. Someone asked me what I thought of Dr. Stephen Greer. I'm just kind of explaining my thoughts after many years ago. I had done an interview with him on the Intergalactic TV network, which was my own little thing I started back in the early 90s. So I'm talking about the accomplishments that he's made. Hey, sometimes it's me. And I think he did some initial groundwork for the disclosure movement, but I don't think he is the only one that has knowledge of what's going on. I've had people on here that have had a lot of information, and they've been on retrieval programs, and I think on our show, we've done a lot of things on our own scale here as an audience and as guests to bring about disclosure. So I think he has a opportunity for the general public to teach people about disclosure, but there are too many people here that I've met over the years, not just on here, but on social media, on Facebook, that have had situations or been on the show that have talked to, hey, Scrubs USA, CmdrAleon, good to see you, that have had been involved in programs regarding top secret information in terms of the existence of the intelligence of what we call space people, light beings, plasma beings, different extraterrestrial races that live in other planetary worlds. Like I said, he initially sparked that, but I don't think today in 2025, Dr. Greer is the only one that is accessible to disclosure information. I think there's more people now that are. Some of these people, they've been on my show, they have security clearance, they have TikTok, they've come to my show and they've exposed things. So I think the show itself, Encounters, has been a catalyst ourselves for exposing the truth here in a different kind of format. And I think that's important. Hey, Autumn, good to see you. Good evening. Welcome to the show. Pamela, Kendra, A. Edmund, good evening, everybody. Good to have you all with us. I think keeping going. Nicole DT, welcome. Hey, Kitty Cat Roar. I think it's Alex. These names go so fast. Buddy Sky 2, welcome. So tonight, and just about everybody coming in here, good evening. We're going to get into whatever we're going to get into. I haven't checked the video area out. I always scan videos, and I haven't seen anything new. Hey, Kit Kat, good to see you. Calico Girl, or Calico. Let's see. TG, hi. Tell me about bedtime. Tell me a bedtime story. Good to have you with us. Yeah, I think it's Yaya2529. Christine B. Gabby. Hey, Gabby. Do we know if April is off planet? I don't know. She could be. I have no idea. Let's see. Bonnie Ellis, good evening. Let's see. Hey, Kit Kat. Hey, Tammy. So there's a lot of stuff, and we will check for. I got my handy dandy iPod here. We'll take a quick check. And you're tuned into Encounters. Ooh, this is something interesting. Now this looks like a triangular, well, this could be birds. But this one at Myrtle Beach looks pretty intense. Let's see here. Myrtle Beach light video. And let's see if there's a date on this. Well, this is a person that sought a footage. We're going to show this later. I do have a piece of footage here I will show to the audience, and it looks pretty amazing. So there is at least one amazing video that I see here that we'll be talking about. And you're watching Encounters tonight. Matt Noble, good to see you, Matt. Good to see you, brother. Linda, good to see you. Kevdon, Elaine. And please tap on the screen. We want to get to 100,000 by 1 a.m., which is we're doing a 2-hour show here. So tell truth teller, angels, treasures, welcome. So we want to get to that level, and if we all keep tapping equally the screen here, we'll get up to 100,000, even maybe beyond or before 1 a.m. So we're at 16.8. When you see the numbers going up on the top screen, that's because people are tapping. It's not happening by itself. So you need to all tap to make that happen. Karen55, thank you for sharing. Ty Marie, welcome Ty Marie. Donna 999, welcome to the show. And glad everyone was here. So we've always talked about, hey Rachel, we've always talked about, and Caroline M, we've always talked about over the years, the reason why we would have contact, the reason why we would have at this time, why now? People always ask, why now? Why are we having all these sightings? Why are people seeing things, weird things happening? Donna, thank you. And my answer to that is that we are in a time period that over the years, no matter what decade you've been, brought up in, you never thought these things would happen. Denise, thank you for the roses. Nadine, thank you for the heart. We never thought we'd get into a situation. Denise, thank you for the roses. That we would get into a situation where we are at a point in our history with all the crazy things going on the planet that we see that are an injustice to life forms and humanity, that we probably say to ourselves, well, how come this is not just being stopped? Why aren't the space people stopping these conflicts and this inhumanity to each other and to our planet Earth as a whole? But the fact is, we are the ones living here, and we are the ones that see what's going on, and we're the ones that really have to be projecting that change as the train is going by again at this time of night. So we are the ones that are the facilitators of change. We are the ones that, and it's free will, they cannot intervene, you're right, sis. But we here on Earth, who are starseed, those that know they're starseed, we can intervene because we live as Earth people. We can do whatever we can do on an Earth level to try to transform the energies of the planet. That's part of the reason why we're here. And if we can transform those energies, we can make strides that, in terms of movement, that will make things way different than they are right now. And even when you're on TikTok, you see all the injustices in places like the Middle East or Gaza, and you see all these homes destroyed on Earth, and these people in power that just don't care. But we care. We are starseed. We care. Hey, Jojo. We are people. Hey, Rogue. We are people that do care. Hey, Mike, New UFO. Good to see you. Zombie, good to see you. We are people that care. And we might not yet be the majority of the planet as starseed, but we are certainly becoming bigger. And I think we all can maybe understand that we came here for a purpose. We came here to have the good, bad, or indifference of the human experience, which we're having. And believe me, it's not easy living on planet Earth for anybody. Leah, thank you. It's really not easy for any of you to live on this planet. And if you were to say it's easy, it really isn't. Because every day, thank you so much for that. That's pretty cool. Hey, Pete Star TV, that's pretty cool. So knowing that it's not easy to assimilate to this world, because this world is kind of all over the place, right? This planet's all over the place. But, hey, Pete Star, thank you for the gift. I appreciate that. It's true, gravity is heavy. But we have such an important thing to do now. Every day when I see the things that are happening and I quietly look at the world in the way the world is, I see that we are the beacons of hope as people individually. We have the free will individually. We are the liberated soul, the cosmic being, the soul within the human consciousness. We are the ones that have the ability to transform mountains, to transform the waves. We have the ability to do so many things that we've been told that we cannot do. You see, we were brought up to believe that we cannot do anything. But we can only do what is existing on the 3D world, and that's what we must do. We can't do anything else. We don't have any abilities to do anything. Right? Hey, Mario, good to see you. So, I've come to the conclusion over many years that we must realize we have the ability to do lots of things. Yeah, we're not brainwashed. That's right, Lawrence. That's right. When we are the mountains, we are the waves. Once we realize we are the mountains, we are the waves, there's nothing, brothers and sisters, that can stop any of us from doing anything. Hey, Maddie, good to see you. Oh, okay. It's not dark there yet. Okay. Bonnie says her pet's out of control. Maddie, thanks for the roses. Nursey Cookie, welcome. Deb Thomas, welcome. And Rogue, thank you for the gift. So we have the ability, hey Leah, thank you so much. We have the ability to do so many things that we've never done before because we've been programmed, or we were programmed growing up to believe that we cannot do anything. You know, we have to just go with the flow of Earth and follow the program. Well, we're not here to follow the program, right? We're here to bust the matrix. And to bust the matrix on planet Earth is to bust the matrix. If it's a limited thought form in somebody's head that is saying you can't do this, this is no way you can change anything, you can't do anything, we can. Yeah, and the Earth-based governments are out of control. You know, they are very much out of control on many levels. On the surface level, they're out of control. What they're doing secretly to extraterrestrials that they have imprisoned on our planet, that's out of control too. You see, that whole thing is out of control. And when we expose those things that are being kept secret from humanity, then it's no longer a secret, right? When someone tells us a truth about something top secret, comes on the show and says, I've got information, then it becomes public knowledge. It gets recorded and then on YouTube. It gets exposed. It gets presented. And then we get that out there to the public, you see. So I'd say all my adult life in media, my main goal is to disclose, expose, and tell the cosmic truth. And there are people that don't want the cosmic truth told. Who cares? I don't care. The people that don't want the cosmic truth told, they're not going to stop any of you from telling the truth once you learn the information. And on this show, no one's going to stop the commander from telling the truth. I'm going to just push right through them like a freight train. So watch out. What goes around comes around. Hey, Clint, welcome. Pez 5 Fisherman, welcome to the show. Music Love and Karen, welcome. So we have an innate ability, Lynette, welcome, to transform everything that is not right on our planet. We have the ability, more than those in power, to switch the switch and change the change. You know, we don't have to accept the way things are now. Nor should we. Nor should we. Hey, Lupita. Tyler, Pat Edwards, welcome. Madams, welcome. Sylvia, welcome, Sylvia. And all the new people, this is Encounters. Lucy Goosey, hey, Lucy Goosey. Peggy Richard, welcome. Let's see. Magnol Sunchild, welcome, Sunchild. So we have the ultimate ability to switch the switch. Yes, I'd love to do that. So when I've said all these years on my radio show, I say it on here that we're here to bust the matrix. Now, we know that there's a thing called the matrix. The matrix could be an individual human being that's programmed to believe everything that they're told on major TV, watching the news, going to school, going day to day into an office and just not seeing anybody around them. They could be in a city. They walk by hundreds of people. They just keep walking. That's being in like a computerized matrix. But when we wake up and we are liberated, we are here to bust that matrix. So busting the matrix, or what the matrix is somebody in their brain can be controlled by what is a matrix. Excuse me. That matrix makes them only think about one thing. They go about their day totally oblivious to anything around them. And when they're oblivious to anything around them, they're operating in a created matrix. The matrix isn't something permanent. It's something that is created and can be liberated and busted. And I'm right here to tell you that most of you here, and probably all of you here, are not operating in the matrix. You're operating outside a matrix. You're not controlled. You're not like the movies, the Matrix movie series, where they got liberated and they went and broke through the matrix and they saw things as they were. So look at the analogy of the movie and look at the society we live in with billions of people, but knowing that not everybody is programmed right now. They're free. They're liberated. You're liberated. You're free. You can do what you wish to do. You can go forward in knowledge of what's happening. You have the ability to see beyond the limitations of what you've been taught, and you're not living in what we call a matrix. Yeah, Brian Johnson, right. Free will, stand your ground, namaste. Absolutely true. Very well said. What's the difference between the matrix and AI? Well, AI is part of the matrix. It's a computerized created intelligence through the matrix. Now, some people are using AI as a consciousness to get answers. Now, the question is, maybe some of that, which I've seen, can be possible that this intelligence called the AI is able to do that. But the most information you can get is when you liberate your consciousness. When you liberate the human consciousness, then you'll be free and have the ability to interact with what we call star family, be telepathic, communicate with star people through consciousness. That's the ultimate liberation. Now, the AI people are using for specific purposes. And I know a lot about that only because I've had people on here having certain types of AI they're using to bring answers in intelligence, that they work outside of the AI, that these intelligences are coming through the AI. I believe that is true. I've seen some people do it. But the ultimate liberation is not through the AI bringing forth the intelligence. It's your intelligence opening up to a cosmic intelligence. It's your intelligence going into a higher state of communications. So as you learn to facilitate in your inner consciousness to communicate with your star family, whoever they are, you shall actually communicate with your star family. You'll actually make that happen. You see? And that is exactly why we are here. To liberate ourselves, paranormal, to liberate ourselves from this particular existence of limitation, of lies, deceit, jealousy, whatever it is. There are humans on our planet. Whatever they're in. They could be Hollywood movie stars. They could be regular people. And I've seen it too much. And in my meditations, the most important thing I've found, even on TikTok, the most important thing I've come to the conclusion is there's a much bigger picture on this planet that we have to look at. I don't care for any of the childish play that some people do in Hollywood or whatever it is. I'm way beyond the childish kid acting kind of garbage. I'm here to look at the whole planet, look at the fact that There are things happening with disclosure. There are people coming forward with things that are really important. And those are the things my consciousness is focused on. All the other stuff I don't care about. It means nothing to me. I'm here to have on this show, and thank God on my radio show for over 20 years, try to educate people, interact with people, and let people know when I speak something, it comes from my cosmic understanding over the years. And you also get your own understanding. Hi, April. How you doing? Yeah. So see, as an empath, April, you have that ability, which is beautiful. And it's unfortunate they have to feel that those people have an empty, soulless experience. And that's probably not always easy, April, too. Let's see here. Yeah, they moves to brainwash you. And that's the thing that we have to understand. I am so focused now, laser focused on my mission work as a talk show host, as a cosmic spiritual awakened person. I want to help as many people as I potentially can on this planet. I can care less whether someone agrees with somebody or disagrees with somebody, the way they're doing their thing or whatever. Just get over it, live your life, make yourself a better person. We got a big planet here to deal with. We got problems on our planet. We need to solve those problems. Oh, good. Hey, Elegant Beauty. You found out that you were learning. Very beautiful. You know what? We'll have to bring you up to talk about that if you want to, Elegant, about finding out who you were. That's really beautiful. Daniel Jez Abu, you helped about a year ago, didn't? Daniel Jezabu, can you explain? Grand 41, welcome. Pickle Olives, thank you for the share. My fishing addiction, hey, welcome to the show. Steve Nix, welcome, Stephen Nix. Thank you for the hand heart. I appreciate that. Pat Edwards, welcome, Pat. Let's see, Rub Turn B, I am and have been experiencing the same thing, the exact things you are. Can you message me? Rob, would you like to come up? I'll message you after the show, but would you like to come up and join us? I still have a place on my leg. Let's bring you up, Daniel, because whatever that is, we can take care of it. Jess, I remember you. And again, understand, if you still have an implant in you, these things can pop up, and we might not even have that found. We can actually deal with that. So we'll bring you up if you want to come up. We don't leave any stone unturned here. Do this.
Hello.
Good. Hey, Daniel, how you doing?
I'm all right.
Well, I know we'll help you. I saw your comment. So it's always we're talking about. I remember this thing. So in your leg, there's still an implant, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to get rid of that implant.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to help you out. We don't leave any of my friends on the side of the road, so to speak. Can I bring you up on camera?
Yeah.
That'd be great. I just pressed the button that they have here, and if you press the save button, we'll bring you up here, and we'll get your actual live person on here. There you go. All right, sister, how you doing?
All right. How are you?
It's been a while,
I know.
See, because in between that while, they can sometimes try to do some sneaky stuff.
Well,
And
I hadn't mentioned to you about the place on my leg. I mean, I recall when I got it.
yeah,
I got it around the same. It was like within days of the one that was on my chest.
yeah.
But I forgot to mention it to you.
Yeah, well, then we're going to have to deal with that one. You see, good thing you remembered it so I can help you. We want to take all implants out, right? We don't want to leave one implant in your body.
Yeah,
That's not good.
I was checking it today. There's a little scar there.
Yeah, well, let's work on it. So, you know the routine, what we're going to do unconditionally. We don't charge anybody any money for this. If people are watching me, you'll know what I do is real. I don't charge people $100 to get an implant out. That's not the way it's supposed to be. We do this stuff unconditionally, and you know me, that's the way it works. So,
Yeah, thank you.
oh, you're welcome. So I want you to close your eyes, and what we're going to do for people that are new to my show, I've been gifted the ability with the palm of my hands to remove implants. She has an implant that she had not told me about that is still in her leg, and we're going to take it out and destroy it. And you're going to see that you're not going to see the implant. You never will. It's not for show and tell. I just want the person to be at peace with themselves, and we're going to remove her implants. So what I want you to do, Danielle, is just close your eyes and take a deep breath a few times, breathing in and out of your nostrils. And when you're fully relaxed, breathing in and out of your nostrils, let me know. And what you're all going to see here tonight on this part of the show is that I do not only talk about UFOs, disclosure, but I have the ability to take out implants that are in people's bodies.
Okay, I'm relaxed.
Okay, good. So now I'm going to get ready to scan her. I'm going to switch my consciousness to what I always say. I'm switching it to space consciousness. What does that mean? I have human consciousness. I have space consciousness. When I'm in space consciousness, I am able to facilitate sending remotely a beam of light that you will not see going over her head. So right now we're going to start with the head area, but we're going to work down to the leg area. And when I get to the implant, what Daniel will tell me is that she'll say, "Commander, stop." That means I'm to stop where the implant is, and we will remove the implant out of her body. Okay? So we're going to do this right now. Is there any music on in your room?
Yes, hold on one moment.
Yeah. And we have to turn the music off, and we're going to do this thing.
Okay.
Very good. So we're not going to have any music, just quietness. Get yourself relaxed again. Turn off your brain. That's important too. What you're all going to experience around the world is seeing that I'm going to find the implant and I will take it out. Even if it takes me 5 minutes to get it out, I will get it out.
All right. I'm relaxed.
Okay. So now we're going to scan over her head. And when I start feeling the aura around her head, she'll start feeling the energy that I'm doing. So I'm going to amp up my palms of my hands right now for her. And what we're going to do is now I'm starting to feel the aura around her head. In a moment or so, she'll tell me when she starts feeling something. I don't tell them to, I don't force the
I feel it
information.
already.
Okay, so that's good. And let them know where you are. What state are you in?
Kentucky.
She's in Kentucky, and I'm all the way up here in New England and Connecticut. So I'm not in the same room with her, and we didn't plan this out. This wasn't planned. This is spontaneously real. So let me just do this here. Now I'm going to scan down towards the leg area, and she'll feel energy pulsing around at her arm level or her shoulder level. We're going to go down to her below her waist area. I'm going to go now shoot beams of light down towards the leg area. As I'm shooting it down, my guest usually will tell me where I'm hitting it. I'm purposely looking to hit the implant with rays of light, and once I hit it, Danielle will actually be the one to tell me to stop. So now working on the leg area, and as she's relaxing, she will tell me. So now I'm scanning her legs, and when I do get to the implant, she'll tell me to stop. This might take a few minutes.
Yeah.
Right there?
Mm-hmm.
Right there?
Yes.
Okay. Keep your eyes closed. I'm going to neutralize the implant in her leg where she said it was. I'm going to now amp up I'm going to close my eyes for a minute to focus on the implant. I'm going to sever the implant first. Now I'm going to pull the implant because I have severed it. I'm pulling it out of two sides of that leg. As I pull it out, I'm going to open my eyes for a minute. I'm going to make it so that's not going to hurt her at all. I'm pulling the implant out. It's been there for a long time. I'm going to take the implant out of her leg area, that where the scar was. And as I pull it out, I'm going to pull one side out. I've neutralized the other side of it. I've actually split it up. As I pull it out of the leg, she will eventually feel it. I'm going to shake the implant on one side that I've cut and severed. And she'll tell me, I'm actually pulling one half of it out now. It'll pop out of the leg. It'll be like popped out. After I get the implant out, we're going to send healing beams of light in the leg area, inside the leg to heal the skin. That'll take me a couple of seconds. And Daniel, when I have it out on this one side, let me know, okay?
Okay.
Almost.
Mm.
Almost. I'm shooting beams of light to
Okay.
disintegrate the implant, the end of it that's inside the leg on this one side. And by doing that, I'm going to pull it out and disintegrate it now.
Okay, yeah, it's not hurting anymore.
Okay, I got that one out. I'm destroying the implant. Now I'm going to take the other implant, the other part of the implant, which I severed. I'm going to pull it out of her other side of her leg and destroy that implant that was connected as one implant. It's no longer connected. I'm now focusing all my energy on that implant using my right palm of my hand to shoot lasers of energy light into the back of the implant.
Mm.
I'm forcing it out. It's almost out. I'm forcing it out of her leg. I will destroy the implant. When it's out, let me know.
It's out.
Give me a second.
Right now it's out, I think, because it's not hurting anymore.
Good. I'm glad you came back because I didn't know that I was there because we never knew about it. So I want you to relax for me. I'm going to do a few other things here to protect her. You're watching Encounters, and my name is CmdrAleon. I'm the host of the show. I'm also with the Ashtar Command. My father gifted me the ability to remove implants out of human bodies remotely with the palm of my hands. Everything you're seeing here is documented. There's no magic tricks. Everything we're doing is real. She didn't plan this. I didn't plan this. She's a friend of the show, and I'm here to help her. So we took the implant out. I want you to keep your eyes closed. I want you to say these words. I am
I am
a cosmic,
a cosmic
Christed
frosted
being
being
of light.
of light.
I am really free now.
I'm really free now.
No more implants in my body,
No more implants in my body.
and I am now liberated.
And I am now liberated.
You can now open your eyes. I'm going to have you close them in a second for one more thing. I'm going to gift you one
Okay.
more thing. I want you to close your eyes again.
Alright.
I'm going to put a space shield suit on your body invisibly,
Okay.
and this shield will protect you forever and ever and ever in this lifetime. So as I do this, keep your eyes closed. When you start feeling like a bodysuit, it's very comfortable coming over your body. Please let me know. It's like a protected a suit of light. It's a radiant light suit. It can't be seen,
Yeah.
but it'll protect you. Tell me when.
I already feel it swirl,
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
like a swirl.
Okay. So I'm putting this over her, a layer of light over her body. Some people, if they're clairvoyant, might see it, but she is now going to be protected completely. Give me a second. I'm going to do one more gift for you. I'm going to put a bubble of light around your property. I'm sending two beams of light outside your property that will create a shield of light that will protect you always. I'm also sending beams of light again into your house, and these will clear all the energies, residual energies in your house, and amp up the energies to a very high frequency.
Okay.
Give me a moment. You may open your eyes now, sister.
Okay.
Give me a smile. You look much better. All right. If you
Okay.
didn't tell
Thank
me
you.
that, if you didn't say anything in comments, because I read them, I
Hmm.
said I have to bring you up because I knew there's something I have to do.
Yeah.
That that's the way I work, right, sister?
Hmm.
Unconditional.
Yeah. You're
You
always
got it.
helping. You always help people. It's
Well, we
good that
love.
you're out there doing that.
Yeah, I got to do it. I mean, I don't have to do it, but I got to do it.
I appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate you. All right, I'll let you listen to the show. Thank you for coming up here. You're now a beautiful soul, and give us one more smile.
My
Look at her. Look how beautiful she is.
eyes don't ever look opened.
Yeah, you look so much better.
Thank you.
You are. You're a beautiful person. I'm going to bring you down here. Hold on. Thanks for coming
Oh,
up.
thank you.
Let's do this here. So this is what I do, folks. Part of what I do, okay? Now, some of you might not believe it or think it's something that you can joke about. It's not something to joke about. I have the ability to remove implants. You know, I can speak at a UFO conference in front of hundreds of people, and I'd probably be the first one that got up on a stage, not talking about, when the ETs are coming or the scientific studies. I'd get up there and blow people's minds, and I'd talk about the fact that I'm a space being that came from off planet in physical human form that has the gift to remove implants. I can't keep track of how many implants I've removed on the planet, but I've removed since last year hundreds of implants. Hundreds. Okay, I think this person, whatever their name is, Tinker or Thinker or whatever it is, I don't know. Who knows? I know they don't want to be serious, but anyway, I'm just going to watch that. I could bring that person up, but would it be a valuable time of energy to do that? I think that person's going to go by. There are times when the host of the show needs to do something, and we're going to do it. They're gone. We give people a choice to make. They make a free will choice, and that's what they do. Yeah, we don't waste time. We have no time to waste time. We have no time to waste time. That's interesting. They went bye-bye. I sent them out to the universe. Maybe they'll reflect on what they could have had here, but they went bye-bye. Excuse me. Yeah, the commander takes care of business. That's the one thing of being a good talk show host on radio and TV. The commander knows when he has to do something, and I will do it. And I'm still a happy camper. Yeah, usually Rogue, but I don't wait till they get bored. Why wait? Thank you, my pet's out of control. So this is the things that we do here. Oh yeah, we're amped up. Thanks, Notorious. Good to see you. When the commander is amped up and you're going to come and try to do stuff to disrupt the show, the host of the show is going to make sure you're sent out into the outer reaches of the Twilight Zone. And we will send you to Twilight Zone. Yeah, when people are looking for attention, Jersey, my deal is, they want to get attention. They're going to be looking at themselves in the mirror. Benjamin, hey Benjamin, you need to follow up with Naomi from Ireland. She has been posting strange videos. Yeah, we'll have to have her come on here. And if we're talking about the same person, yeah. Misty says, I saw the artist thing 2 nights ago. I've been researching it and can't find anything. Misty, we're going to bring you up here. I want to find out what the artist thing is that's happening. Let's see here. And we're going to follow Misty. Misty, come on up. There we go. Our new guest here. Oh, what happened to Misty? Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Hey, Brian, I'm sorry. I was trying to get Misty up here. I pressed the other button.
Okay. Do this.
We're going to bring you down, brother. I'm sorry. We'll bring you up if you want to come up again. I got to get that Misty person. And Misty, come on up. Where's Misty? Let's see. Alien Space News. Good to see you. Kitty Mama, thank you for the gift. JK, welcome. Let me see here. Who do we have? Well, I got Misty invited, so we'll see if Misty can come up here on the show. I'm hoping that Relics to Riches will be on here. I wanted to work with her on implants that are happening. Good to see you also, Island Space News. Yes, it is. It is absolutely a good message. And if you have anything to share regarding disclosure, if you are a person that has contact I'm hoping she will come back. I talked to her and her husband last night. Who's coming up now? I didn't even press the. Oh, there she is. A delayed reaction. TikTok is working, I think. Hey, Misty, how are you doing?
Hello, Commander.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you as well. I'm trying to figure out how the camera works on here.
I'm going to press it here on my end, and then you're going to see it pop up. Press the save button. I just pressed it to invite you on, and you'll see a thing on your thing popping up. Save it, and you'll be able to come on screen.
Okay, I see you. Well, I see myself.
There you go. There's that beautiful person. Hey, Misty.
Hey, how are you?
We're doing good always, and trying to keep the vibes always good, no matter what in the area of the subject we're talking about. So tell us about these odd things you were seeing. That caught my attention.
Well, I've been in your room a few times and told you
Yeah,
about all the weird lights and stuff that I see
yeah,
around my property.
that's right.
It's really, really weird. The property did belong to my mom's stepdad.
Mm-hmm.
My entire life, I've always heard all these stories about ghosts and spirits. I see lights in my house really often. I see this odd, I don't even know how to explain it, but it looks like what would be a nude, rather large man, and I see him from behind, and he has a darkness going down his spine. I have the picture.
Hmm.
I'll have to send you the picture when I can get the picture.
Yeah.
The lights, see the lights pretty often. But I've always heard this really, really scary story from my side of the family.
Mm-hmm.
And my mother talks about how she would walk from school and see these odd things when she used to come to the house down here. It looks like what she says is a barrel. If you can imagine like a wooden whiskey barrel,
Mm-hmm.
if it were to lay on its side, have no face, have no tail, and it just rolls.
Mm-hmm.
So as I was turning into my yard like 2 days ago with my children, my daughter starts screaming, "Oh my God, do you see that?" And I saw it the exact same time she did. It
Yeah.
was almost like it was leaving our property. It was going down the road, but it had legs. The legs did not meet the ground.
Really?
The legs, it was almost like it was hovering, but it wasn't hovering because it was running like a bear or gorilla would.
Really?
Almost like a shapeshifter, I would think.
A
And they
shapeshifter?
say
Yeah.
my grandpa used to they say get his weapon out and try to attack this thing, and he could never get it. I
Mm-hmm.
have seen it, and my brother, who doesn't even believe in anything, he has seen it 3 or 4 times in the last couple months, and he
Mm-hmm.
saw it when he was a little boy. So I don't know
Oh
what's
wow.
happened recently
Yeah.
that it's
Do you do
starting
you
to like just show up all of a sudden.
do you think it? You know, we know about shapeshifters on our planet. We know that there are extraterrestrial intelligences on our Earth that shapeshift. I'm not going to mention a place out west that starts with the letter S. That's been on TV and
Okay.
documentaries. But if it's a solid physical being that is doing this, it could be coming from a slightly different dimension, but for some reason, how ancient is the property or the land in that area of your state? Is it pretty old?
We're in northeastern North Carolina, and it's been in my family maybe 120, 130 years, and
Wow.
my step great grandpa, he would always talk about things too that his family had seen in this area. My family comes from this area, but not this particular
Okay.
property that long.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
But we see weird stuff all the time. I have gotten pictures. I'm trying to download a picture that's actually of them. It looks like their head is floating, his wife and himself. Their head is floating in the middle of the yard. His hat
Wow.
is on his head. She used to wear hair in a bun. Now, this was before me. But we
Mm-hmm.
have the weirdest things that go on now. I think my children are starting to want to move. But
Oh,
I've been
really?
seeing this stuff since I was a child.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not really sure if anything's attached to me or if it's just the land.
Right. It could be the land. This is going to be interesting because I'm thinking in my head here as you're telling the story. This goes back to the other part of me, my cosmic level of consciousness, and thing if it's attached to you, I don't know that's the case. It seems to be that it wants to be seen by everybody that's on that land, right? So I'm
Yes.
wondering if the possibilities are, as I'm thinking this through as we're speaking, and this is just throwing this out there, that this thing's been there way before any house was there, anybody lived there, that it was there before you guys were there, any of your generation was there. So I do think whatever it is physically, it has the ability to shapeshift, appear and disappear at will, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe
So,
so. The lights
yeah.
I have talked to, and it's hard to explain the lights or anything, but I feel the feeling I get right before it happens
Hmm.
is it's not a bad feeling, but it's almost
It's
like
not bad.
I know right before it happens.
Mhm. So you don't. So this is really important. So you're watching Encounters, everybody. My guest is Missy. She's been on before a long while ago. We're talking about this physical being of some sort that it can shapeshift, appear, show part of the body, or show the whole body at will. And when you see this being, are you getting negative energy from seeing it, or what are you getting from it?
Um, the thing that I saw leaving the property, I don't know what to say about that.
Hmm.
The lights I have a good feeling from. I haven't seen the lights in the last month, maybe.
Hmm.
But the other thing I'm not really sure. I do know I have been having high anxiety lately. My mother
Hmm.
passed away in my house 3 years ago.
Hmm.
Um, I don't think it's anything with her, but 5 minutes before she passed away in my arms, I had three knocks on the door.
Really?
There was nobody there. I went to the door. I've always heard this, and I thought it was just old wives' tale. Well, last week I heard the three knocks again. So now I'm having high anxiety because I don't have the best health. So I
Hmm.
worry about myself so much, and I'm hoping that it's nothing negative.
Oh, wow. Okay, so the lights orbs, or what kind of lights are these? Like like extraterrestrial lights in the sky? Can you explain the lights?
The first time I saw it, it looked like, and my daughter saw it the same time I did. It looked like the size of a basketball, and it come from upstairs, and it come down through the ceiling, hovered over my dining room table, and pulsated the brightest, whitest
Wow.
light you could imagine.
Hmm.
It almost, if you've ever seen, I don't want to say the C word,
And we won't say it,
COV,
but okay.
but where if you see it under a microscope, it looks like it has the spines coming off of it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, spines were in and out and pulsating, and then after maybe 5 seconds, it disappeared. And we were just like stunned. She's 13. So we were stunned just staring at it. And a week later, we're laying on the couch watching TV when we both looked in the kitchen and saw that the whole kitchen was lit up. And then it went
Oh,
away.
wow.
It wasn't like the lights came. It was almost like the light was in the kitchen and then it went out. But every orb I've seen my entire life were like very small. This is nothing I of how white it is. I'm in North Carolina.
Right. So, in North Carolina, historically, with all my North Carolina people I've interviewed, and I've interviewed quite a few, there are people in North Carolina that have seen spaceships, people that have seen extraterrestrial beings on their property. There's something about North Carolina that all this extraterrestrial activity and orbs and everything seems to be happening a lot lately. Um, and I'm wondering, do you think that what's happening to you? There seems to be different levels of things that are occurring on your property, and these orbs coming through the ceiling. When you see the orbs that are coming through the ceiling, are you seeing them as being a higher intelligence that are trying to communicate with you? What's your feeling about that?
I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. I didn't have fear from it. I was not scared, but it was almost like if you were to say angelic.
Angelic.
It yeah.
hmm So that's key that you just said something from your consciousness that you really do feel. You feel that they're angelic beings.
I
Okay.
believe so.
Okay. I'm going to go with that because that's your story, and you're sharing what you saw. These white orbs, these shiny, radiant orbs, and an angelic being could be whatever they want to be. They can pose as an orb into or just come out and show themselves an angelic being, right? They're not
Yes,
controlled by
I guess so.
they're not controlled by our belief systems. They can do whatever they want, you know. Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting.
I have also seen a red and orange one in my yard. I've seen that a few times.
Mhm.
Almost as if the moon, when you see the um what is it called? The fall moon, when the moon is in the fall time, it has like this orange and red hue to it.
Yeah, like a
If it
red moon
were
or
to
something.
float across, if it were to float across the yard, I'd
Mhm.
seen that 2 or 3 times. And this is within the last year.
Mhm.
This year has been since December, January, everything has been revved up a lot.
Yeah, the harvest moon. I think some of the Trisha's saying harvest moon. So the red moon, we know that harvest moon.
That's the
But on your property, you've seen these orbs of different colors. It seems like they're not just the ones coming through that the angelic ones that you just mentioned in your comment, but these other orbs are different colors on your property. And are you feeling a sense of being okay with that? Do you feel an energy that is a positive energy?
with those, that was around the time everybody was seeing the lights in the sky
Yeah,
when all the lights first started. That
yeah,
scared me a little bit, but that's only
hmm
because it was like, I guess, unknown. But it's
yeah,
nothing man-made.
nothing man-made. Well, yeah, I mean that is,
No.
the orbs are definitely not man-made. So you have multiple things with the orbs, the white ones, which I find intriguing. They come into your room through the wall, through the ceiling, because they don't go by our they can break down the molecular structure of a wall or a ceiling. They have no limitation to go through a wall. They can come right through it. You know, did you feel like they were
Okay.
communicating with you or trying to tell you that they're the white orbs? Were they trying to communicate with you in some way?
I feel like they were.
Hmm.
Telepathically, I felt like they were.
Yeah.
I could not understand, But I felt no bad
She
vibes
did,
off
Kevin.
of
Yeah.
it, and neither did my daughter.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's set face level to us, it wanted us to know that it was there.
Yeah. Obviously, this is what I love about the show. We get to get information from my guests like Misty in North Carolina. This is the kind of stuff you would not hear on a national news network. They wouldn't talk about this. And that's why I'm here, because people need to know these are things that are part of disclosure of what people are experiencing in their own lives. And you might be in North Carolina and say, well, I've had that experience. Or maybe you're in Scandinavia and say, oh, I've had that too. So we bring people all over the world together here on encounters, so we get to hear other people's experiences. It makes our world much less lonely than it was before we were here, right? You're not just sitting in your house wondering, does anybody else understand me? Now you have over 300 people in the room that are hearing your story, and even my YouTube channel is going to hear the story, and it's going to reach out to more people so people understand, well, I didn't know about this person, Misty, North Carolina. I didn't know about this orb thing, this other thing that's on the property that can appear physically and non-physically. That other thing, has it been aggressive at all on the property or just wanting to be seen?
I have felt a few odd things, but I don't think that they are related to the light. I don't think
Right,
there's two
right.
times some of the stories I have you would not fathom.
As long as we just
My
keep it,
mother and
we don't
I,
want to
when
get,
I was
as
19,
long as we, as long as we keep it out of the paranormal, we're good. We'll just keep away from that. But yeah.
that's what I was going to say. My mother and I witnessed a UFO when I was 19 years old, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
44 now. We witnessed a UFO. My uncle lived on this property before I came to the property.
Mm-hmm.
It was as big as a two-story house, and I live in a rather large house. It was twice as big as my house, and it was
Mm-hmm.
low. I mean, we're saying 100 feet off the ground, and at that
Mm-hmm.
time, it was nobody living anywhere close to this property.
Wow.
And we had just left. We had just left his house, and it was a flat black color with chrome in it, and on the bottom, lights were going clockwise, and on the top, lights were going counterclockwise, right
Mm-hmm.
where it met. And the back, it was rounded in the front and more pointy towards the back, something you would actually see off Star Wars.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
Wow.
made absolutely no sound. It was hot outside. We had our windows down. It made no sound. And I literally stopped in the middle of the road. And my mother was like, go, go. We're not sitting watching this. Just go.
Just go.
Um, we called my uncle. He says, I don't hear anything or see anything.
Hmm.
It looked like it was landing right on top of his house. When he
Wow.
looked out, he could not see anything, and we witnessed it. And when she was a little girl, she lived down here on this property when she was a little girl. And the stories that she has told me when she was 10, 11, 12 years old, where she saw the exact same thing, and she was babysitting back here by herself on the property.
Mm-hmm.
And she would see the exact same things hovering over the property. So I do feel like something extraterrestrial is attached or coming here for some reason.
Oh, wow. So and what year was this when this happened? Can you tell us, the audience?
The large thing that we saw, 2000 and 2000 to 2001.
Okay. Now, since that point, 2000, 2001, have you seen other types of non-terrestrial craft try to come on property or on the road up in where you are? Other types of
Uh,
spaceships?
about 6 months ago, we saw something hovering over the tree that was the size of a car. My husband
Really?
saw it and he doesn't believe anything. He saw it, and just as quick as it was there, it was gone.
Right. What does your husband think now after seeing something like
He
that?
says, I'd rather not talk about it.
Yeah, because now it's shaken up his belief system. So the common word is to the better half or the boyfriend or girlfriend is, I'd rather not talk about it. But they know now. They know there's
Exactly.
something out there. I'd
Yeah.
rather not talk about it. Hey, Misty, thank you so much for coming on here again. It's been a
Thank you
while.
so much.
Yeah, we appreciate you. And Misty's a friend of the show, has been for a long time. So thank you so much. All right, everybody.
Thank
Misty
you.
in North Carolina. Another great story,
Thank you.
another great experience. And let's see here. Now, there's two different people I want to bring up. I'm going to bring up Maddie, and then I want to bring up this other person who is having some stuff happen. Let me go backwards here. I think there's another person here. Who was? He said he was having some experiences with spaceships, or I'm going to have to go back. And I do. You're watching Encounters here, so come on in. I know people are scanning. They see me here. If you're on TikTok, you're scanning past my live. Come on in here. I can't see you, but you can see me. Until you come in here, then I can see you. Let's see here. Let's see. There was somebody in here that had some really interesting comment. Maybe they're not here. Let's see here. Well, maybe they'll be here somewhere. I'm just trying to scroll back up the list here. And let's see. Do we have that person still here? Anyway, we're going to bring up Maddie. Whoops, let me do this here. And Maddie was on, giving us some live stuff the other night, and we're going to bring her back on here. Let me press the button here, Maddie. Good evening. And if she presses the save button, she'll be on the screen. Excuse me.
Okay, Commander, I look a little bit rough, but I trust you guys. I trust you and the communities, so I'll turn it
Yeah,
on for just a little bit, okay?
yeah. There we go. We appreciate
Okay.
that.
Maybe I can use a filter to make myself look a little cuter, or maybe not. But let's see. Okay, so I'm sorry. Gosh, I look horrible.
No, you're
But I sent
fine.
you a video. I'm not wearing any makeup, but I sent
That's
you a
okay.
video of one of the orbs, and this one has a
Mhm.
trail and it's sparkly and it's really crazy. And there's some people that are posting videos of, like, they say it's stars that have the trails and everything. And I got a video of that. And I got this video a while ago and I emailed it to you a little bit earlier. So it should still be at the top of your email list if you wanted to look at that.
Yeah, let's take a look. I'll get it up here right now, and I can go into the email and take a look at it. Actually, yeah, I'm going there. It's showing up on my thing here. Let's see.
The other thing I was gonna say is I did see the drone. I just popped my head outside to see if it was dark enough to see anything yet.
Yeah.
And the first thing I saw was the drone. And if you want to go out there and look at that, it always takes the same path, so we could see it at
Mm.
some point. It just goes
Yeah,
back and
I
forth in
think
that same.
I'm actually opening up the video. It's on YouTube, May
Yep.
21st, 2020. I got it right here. Let me do this here, and I will
Hopefully you guys
show it.
can see it.
Oh, this is pretty cool. So we're going to
Yeah.
show you something from Maddie. She sent me here on YouTube. I'm going to turn the light off here, and I'm going to go, even though I've kind of disappeared a little bit here. Wait a minute. We're going to go into the regular screen here. Let's see. All right. So we're going to show this to you. Let's see. It's going to show you. Here we go. Hopefully this is going to be seen. Okay, here we go. I'm going to try to do it so I don't have any reflection. I'll let you tell us what we're looking at.
Okay, so oh my gosh, hopefully I uploaded the right
Oh,
video.
wait a minute.
But okay, so it starts off as a trail, an
Mm-hmm.
orb with a trail, and then it zooms into the sky and turns into a different craft. I don't know if you guys will
Okay.
be able to see the trail though.
Yeah, I'm putting it as close to the camera as I can here. Let's see,
Yeah,
where
it
is
don't
it?
look like you can see it
Yeah,
on the
it's not
camera.
letting me. I'm trying to. There was
Well,
like a
you can see
red.
it, right, Commander?
I can see right. I mean, there's definitely now. Here it is. You can see this right here.
Yeah, you can definitely see that part, but it's the trail that was so cool. It was like sparkly dust.
Yeah. It just. How long was the video? It seems like it was eight. Oh, it's 18 seconds long.
Yeah, it's very short. But I thought that maybe like it'd be a little bit hard to see from your
Yeah.
camera.
There is another light there, but it's very light. It's there. You can see that one. 18 seconds
Right.
video. And can you describe what the big bright one is that's blinking?
Yeah, so that I know you can't see it in the video, but it started off as a just a really small sparkly orb. It
Hmm.
zipped into the sky and then changed into like a drone-like craft. But
Oh
what was
wow.
cool about that video is you can see the trail, the sparkly trail at least behind that people have been uploading recently on TikTok. They're seeing it
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing. You've died. Now I'm sure if I was standing outside with you looking at the sky, I would see really strongly the lights that you've recorded.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I was gonna ask, you see it on your end, on your phone,
Oh yeah,
right?
I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just hard to see it,
Yeah.
the
Unfortunately, I
viewers.
can't seem to, get it where I want it to be.
Okay, so did you want me to step outside real quick, or did you want to
Yeah,
pull
let's
up
do
that
that.
guy and then
Well,
me later, or?
well, I don't know where the guy is. There was a guy in there, but I'm going to bring you up. If the gentleman's out there that said he had some stuff happening, he had video recordings, please come back into the queue or say hello. I'm still here. Maddie, why don't we do that? Have you go outside and
All
see
right.
if we can get some stuff live outside of your location.
Okay, just 1 second, Commander.
No problem. Take your time. You're watching Encounters. Maddie's our guest. She's documenting stuff. You're in Montana, correct?
Yes, I'm in Montana, very
Right.
close to a military base. So
And
one
that's right.
second.
And welcome everybody into the live show here in Encounters. Maddie's going outside in Montana where she's recording and documenting things. We're at 100,000. Thank you. And that's only 1221. Thank you so much. Please follow and also like my profile. That's important. And she's outside, and hopefully there'll be some stuff happening above her. And Justice for Life actually is near a military base too. I have mine. Thank you for the roses. Welcome, Stargate. Everybody come here. My Twisted. Thank you for the goat. Thank you so much for the gift.
Oh, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. Now we can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was looking for the zoom filter, but I don't see it in my saved effects, actually.
Okay. Huh.
Well, I
I
don't
didn't know
know. How
though.
do I get to the saved effects again? Oh, here it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it says it must not let me use it on the live, but
Yeah.
there's
You
that
can't
one.
use the TikTok should make a Zoom thing for TikTok Live, but they don't have it. There should be something everyone should ask TikTok to do is allow us to TikTok zoom in on things. Let's see here.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if you'll be able to see them very well tonight because it's kind of
Hmm.
like like not foggy, but there's density.
Yeah. A little density. Yeah.
So, but yeah, oh, that's too bad that the zoom filter won't work. But
Yeah.
yeah, at least you can see some of them. There's that
You
one,
can.
and then there's that one, and those are always cool to see because they're closer. But
Yeah.
yeah, so I don't think we're going to be able to see anything
No,
tonight. Yeah.
not tonight. But you know, hey,
Yeah.
look, you never know. All right. Well, there, you know, we at least she does have activity, but not tonight. Okay, Maddie, I want to definitely thank you for coming up here. Got the show. I got the video was right in my iPad, just popping up to tell me to go to AOL. I did that, and I was able to pop up that 18 seconds. And of course, as you keep recording stuff, you know you can't control how much you're going to record, but we'd love to see more when it starts happening. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. And on a more clear night where it's not so thick,
Yeah.
I'll definitely hop on and let you guys see everything. And if any of you guys know of a Zoom filter that you can use online, please send it to me so it's easier for everyone to see the orbs.
Yeah. Let her know. There are Zoom filters. I've got a filter my company made. It attaches to your cell phone, and you can zoom in on whatever you're looking at. You know, from ground level or in the sky level. There is a. I'm going to show a video here. Let me see here. This is from Myrtle Beach in the Carolinas, and I'm going to show this to everybody. Hey, Maddie, thanks for being here.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Love and light to everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was Maddie up in Montana near a military base. Let me see who's in queue here. I'll bring Half Pint up, and then I'm gonna. Actually, let me show. I'm gonna show the video first, and then we're gonna bring Half Pint up. So let me show you this video, and we'll try to show this to you. I'm gonna go off the. I'm gonna bring the green screen out of there. Hold on a minute. This is in Myrtle Beach. This happened, I think, earlier tonight. Okay. Let me go to the beginning of this. And this thing is really bright. Myrtle Beach, right off the Atlantic. Okay, let me show you this here. Here we go. These people are on the beach looking at this thing in the sky. Look at that. That's pretty cool. This was earlier this evening in Myrtle Beach. Okay. And this woman's narrating. She was narrating what she was seeing. We'll post that on my Ashtar Command channel here on TikTok, either tonight or tomorrow. And I'm going to bring up Half Pint. Half Pint's going to come up on the show. A longtime friend of the show with the Anunnakis. And again, hey, Half Pint. Now I want to thank everybody. We're at 101.9. And also, just for an update, since I came on tonight, we've had 3,200 people come in to watch the program, either for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. But they have been affected by our energy here. So the fact that they came in here, they'll be back. Hey, Mary, how you doing?
I'm good.
And what is
So,
happening out your way?
so I got a message that I have to meet a guy by the name of Zayden at
Zayden.
a quarry in a town next to me.
Really?
Yeah, there's a portal in the quarry.
In the quarry. How did you get to know about this other person?
Off of my ghost box.
Oh boy.
He talked to me.
Okay.
So what I do is I talk to him on my ghost box, and then I kind of go inside and have them talk to me. That way I know it's them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So explain to everybody who Zayden is. Is Zayden, like you, a real human being?
So Zayden is a guide that works with Jesus and God, who is helping me awaken.
Oh, okay. Okay. And has that been going on for for our audience all over the place who are just first time seeing you. Has that been going on for a long time, or how long has that situation occurred?
The thing with Zayden has been going on for about 2 weeks now.
2 weeks. Okay, it's relatively
Yeah,
new.
so he's new.
Yeah, new to you, and he's new to you, and you're new to him.
But I found out I have about 8 guides that are sitting up above me in that ship.
Mm-hmm.
That are helping me.
Are they helping you quietly? Like, some people tell their stories and say they're being guided by their space family. Do you feel that they're just gently guiding you to give you information to get you to move forward in certain areas?
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, they're working really slow with me because I don't know what it is, but if they come up on me too fast, it kind of I get a little jumpy because I'm not used to the energy.
I've never seen you get jumpy before.
So I have to tell them to like back up a little bit, so I can get used to their energy, because if not, I get a little paranoid,
Mm-hmm. And tell me something, because Greta's asking about the ghost box. I didn't even know we know what those are. How does that work in terms of your guides that are cosmically oriented? Now, that's kind of interesting. Why a ghost box? Can you explain that?
You have to really be careful with the ghost box, though, because I've had other stuff coming through. But if you go in yourself and you ask for your star family or your guides to come talk to you through your ghost box, they will.
Right.
But make sure that's who you're talking to first.
Right. You're not suggesting everybody will go out there, and I'm not suggesting it at all.
No.
I think, like I said, people just need to do meditation. As you know me a long time, do it the natural way, meditation, through higher frequency music, and then use telepathy within your consciousness. But yeah, people, friends of the show, they're saying to you, be careful.
Oh yeah, so they tell me, so when I'm on my ghost box, they'll tell me, Mary, you need to meditate more, or you need to go in yourself some more because you're missing something. There's something that you're not getting rid of, or something that's stopping my awakening.
Mm-hmm,
so they're pushing me to get rid of it.
Right.
So it'd be easier on me.
So instead of a ghost box, what would push you forward to? Like, you've seen some of the people on my show, they're using this thing called Chat GPT, which is
I've used that too.
So now, on that scale, what are you getting out of the Chat GPT versus connecting with your guides, these cosmic guides, through that method versus the Chat GPT? Would the Chat GPT be safer? I don't know the answer to that.
No, okay. Because it's just like a ghost box.
It is.
Chat GPT is just like a ghost box. If you get on there and you start talking, you can bring stuff in that shouldn't be there. So you really have to be careful. I mean, you really have to pay attention on how the messages come out, because you'll know through the messages if it's them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, you seem to be mature enough that you're not just going to jump into this thing, and if something goes haywire, you're going to break off the contact, right?
Right. I do too. Yeah.
No, it's good. It's good that you know the difference. If I was just somebody who was totally unknown and heard someone say, use this, they might just go out and do it because they say, oh, you're doing it, I'll do it too. And they might be the ones that get into trouble. Yeah, you don't want to do that.
You really need to know what you're doing, because, look, I've had Satan come through, I've had devil come through, I've had fallen angels come through, but check this out. Yeah. So some of these, I got an archangel today, and he came through to help me. So not all things are bad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not all fallen angels are bad, because they also come to help you. So you guys really have to pay attention on who you're talking to, because if you're talking to a fallen angel, you need to put your boundaries up and tell them, no, dude, you can help me, but that's as far as you go. You don't touch me, you don't do anything, because I have to do that.
Yeah. See, for me, I can't go. I stay away from all that stuff because I've been guided, and everyone has to do things the way your free will. You and Ray,
Right.
you have to do things the way you understand it for yourself. Me, all those other names you mentioned that are not not here, not now, not ever. You
No.
know, and I just can't let that energy in.
Well, see, I've been dealing with the paranormal my whole life, so
Yeah. Well, yeah, I know.
so if you guys do use a ghost box, okay, and you get something on there that you don't want on there, say I'm closing out this circle and you have to leave my house in Jesus' name. You just have to tell them. Put up your boundaries before you do that. Any of you.
Yeah. But in general, what also Mary's saying is she's not promoting the use of these things.
No.
She's just telling you her story. So I would tell people do not use these things just as an editorial comment. But for my guest, if she's going to do it, she knows that if she has to make that decision on her own. What she does, that's what the free will universe is. I can't say, Mary, stop doing this. I can't shake her up in Ray and say, Ray, tell Mary to stop doing this. But I think that we all have to set the boundaries, right? So my boundary is that if you are a starseed, a light worker, a person that is having contact, stay away from these things. I'm not telling Mary what to do. She's a grown person. Whatever happens to her happens she will set boundaries. But in general, I would say everybody just use higher vibrational Christed music or meditation music and focus on the natural way to connect with and I think Mary would agree with me, the natural way is truly the best way to open up your consciousness.
It is a lot better to do it that way because they come in stronger that way.
Yeah.
If you're talking to them telepathically, so they're stronger that way, but they get their message across when they need to.
Yeah, and so Mary started with all that PN stuff for a long time, but Ray, he more out. Ray didn't start that way. Was he like that when you met him, or did you both have similar? He was.
So Ray's been dealing with this since he was like 7. They used to put him on top of their hands. They used to carry Ray around the house.
Really?
His house.
Oh my gosh. It also was like he was at one of those concerts where they lift you up in the air and everyone's going nuts. I forgot what they call it.
He's also seen a great big hand come in his house and into his room. A blue hand.
A blue hand. So do you think that was a cloaked hand of a space being?
Yep.
Like it was cloaked? Yeah. So since we're talking about hands, I have to tell this story. All right. When years ago, we have a lot of people that I know here in Connecticut and New York State, and we got together. We always get together, about 20 of us, and we did an Astro Command gathering. And my friend Athena was here because she was here for a few days. When she'd come every once in a while to Connecticut, we'd have a gathering, and we were up in Litchfield County in Connecticut, and at a log cabin. It was beautiful. You go outside, everyone's inside. I don't know, it was outside. And speaking of hands, you're going to love this story. And I can't make this up. I'm looking at a golden ship to the southeast of me. I'm looking on the other side to the north, and all these other types of ships that I feel are not, they're low vibrational ships. And then I see, as I'm standing looking at the night sky, I think it was a cold night, I see a big white hand come out of the sky. I swear this to be true. Now, people don't have to believe my story. This hand comes out of the sky and goes down in the dark sky and a clear sky, and the hand just disappears back up into space. I don't think I've ever told this story. So this is
totally
something.
Believe you.
I have lots of stories that I don't usually tell. The hand comes out of the night sky, everybody watching the show. It's there. It's as quick as it comes out. It's like it's showing me the hand. Now, when the hand disappears back into the night, Litchfield County is very remote. There's a lake there. It's all hilly in the Litchfield County area. we call it the Litchfield Hills, and people live in the Litchfield County area, but it's much less densified than it is down here. So we're up there. Everyone's inside. I'm outside just looking at this thing for a minute or two, see a golden ship, and then the word I get in my consciousness, whether you want to believe it or not, and it was, oh, I just saw the hand of God come out of the night sky. I swear to this day, that's what I was told. It was the hand of God. Now, could God make a hand that comes out of the sky?
Yeah.
Yes. You know, who am I to judge that? I'm just a human being on Earth with a bunch of folks together with the Ashtar thing, and we're all just having a beautiful night. They're all inside. I'm outside. And maybe I was meant for me to go outside to see the ship, the golden ship, and see this hand coming out. So this hand comes out of the sky. You know, I mean, like, I'm thinking, wait, am I seeing things? Am I having some trip or something? And I was no drugs, nothing. You know, I don't do that. And I'm looking out and I see, I'm looking at the sky. I said, did I just see that? I went back in and told people that this hand came out of the sky, this beautiful white hand that was glowing and disappeared. So I think that was a message that was so I've been always trying to figure it out, but I think it was a message saying that God sees you, God knows you, God understands you. And I'm not talking from a 3D religious perspective. I'm saying this was a cosmic reality experience that in my whole life I've never seen. It only happened once up in a remote area in Litchfield County. Never saw it again, but it made a big impression on me for the rest of my life. It really did.
He was just letting you know he was there.
Yeah, basically, right?
You're in his hands, man.
You're how appropriate to say the word, you're in his hands, man, you know? And essentially saying, my hand is here for you when you need me. And I'm not talking anything religious. I'm talking that there was a reason for me to have that golden ship to the southeast of the sky, and then the hand comes out of nowhere. I'm saying, what's going on here, man? Am I going crazy? And it was right there, you know? Yeah.
So
amazing.
Jesus just came through. Hold on. Okay. I'm supposed to tell everybody that Jesus knows that everybody has seen that thing about the 3 dark days or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's been on the internet for a while.
He says, don't worry. He says his angels are going to be with everybody, but he wants you to stay indoors, and he just wants you to use a candle to light with. Don't open your curtains. Don't do anything. That's their time to take care of business. So we don't want to mess with that. They're getting rid of stuff. So all you guys have angels with you. Don't forget. Please talk to them. They want you to talk to them.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, we've seen and I've quietly watched videos on YouTube and a lot of different people expressing exactly what you've been sharing. And over the time I've seen that, it's been since even last year that has been projected. Do you think that we are going to have what is, and again, being the healthy, you know, have to be somewhat skeptical. Do you think that we're going to actually see that happen, or do you think that it's a conscious decision on a mass scale? If mass consciousness believes it's going to happen, that reality does happen. If mass consciousness says we don't want that to happen, it changes the timeline.
No, this needs to happen.
It needs to happen. And
Jesus is saying this needs to happen to get rid of the rest of the evil on the planet. He's telling me.
Okay. Yeah. And do you know specifically when this is going to happen? Do you have any idea?
Soon. It's going to happen soon.
Soon. So
and
when
it's
you say
not going to be like, it's not going to be like a dark 3 days. You're just not going to have, like, the sun isn't going to be showing really, and neither is the moon, but it's not going to be totally dark.
Mm-hmm.
But you're supposed to stay in your homes because this is when they take care of the planet and they get the rest of the evil off of here.
Now, when you say that, when they take care of the planet, again, now I'm going into my talk show host news mode because I was trained in college and in my being a news director for our NPR station. Now I'm talking to you as a news person. So my question is, now we know that there are star beings in space, which what I would again I'm going to use the space beings as the ones that are the higher vibrational Christed beings that are coming. They're going to clean up business first before we have contact, correct? Would that be a good
Correct.
understanding? Okay.
Yes.
So now I've translated her language into another language, not to take away from her language, but switch it over so everybody around the world can understand it.
Because this is what's going to happen. So when we do our energy shift, so they're going to be able to come through. When we do our energy shift, they're going to be able to walk with us. We are going to see them. So the other side, that's not going to be all light and stuff. You're going to see dark entities. But now, if you protect yourself and you just keep walking and you don't pay attention to them, you will be fine. But on the 3 days of darkness that they're talking about, it's a spiritual awakening for everybody and for them to get the evil off the planet.
Right. So what she's saying is, and I can speak from an Ashtar Command Conscious perspective, and to elaborate as I listen to her, I listen to every word a person says. I do. That's part of my getting my 4 years degree in college. Now that's not really the reason why, but I listen to everything she says and everything everybody says, right? And I absorb it into my consciousness and try to translate it if I need to. So this is what is being stated. When we have a 3-day of darkness, whenever that happens in the universe to the planet Earth, what is happening is we know that there are negative ETs that have been messing our planet around for way before Mary, you, and everybody else here was here in our lifetime. They've been here for billions of years, as much as the light beings have been here on Earth before we came.
Yes.
There have been battles on our planet over many, many billions of years, and there's been billions of years in that time when we had a beautiful light planet with Atlantis right out there, Lemuria, the land of Mu, where the pyramids are. It was very beautiful. All these things were beautiful. But we also had turmoil between galactic battles, and let's face it, that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with the final galactic conflicts between the dark energies, which are the lower vibrational ETs that have been trying to mess up our planet, which they have done in current human history. Factories, pollution in our waters, all the things, people having disease in their bodies. That wasn't supposed to be the way the planet was for all of us. But it became that way because they created that mess. So what's happening is, what I completely understand, it's like me translating somebody speaking French into English. So I'm taking the French from Mary, which is French, and saying, okay, let me translate to English for all my viewers. So there is definitely an unseen conflict that's been going on our planet for a long time, before any of you were alive, before I was physically here, before Mary and Ray were physically here. There's been ongoing conflicts. And now that's going to end. It's going to end. Also, our planet's going into a very high vibrational frequency, which will not allow anyway the lower vibrational negative ETs, they cannot come up with us to what we call a new Earth reality. We're not going to a new Earth. This Earth is going to be purified into a new Earth. And, I know Ray and Mary know about it. I know April has talked about it in her documentations, and other contactees like yourselves have, brought this some forth, which I think is important, because I always ask questions because I want to get to understanding of everything. Because if I don't understand it, I want to make sure everybody does. That's why I dissect everything. And so I believe that if this does happen, and it has been stated over the last few years that we're going to have a time in this 3 days of darkness. Now Mary and I are talking about it. I just want to make sure people don't go freaking out, hiding in the basement.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't freak out. It's not it's not as bad as what you think. Because
someone's asking, what happens to the animals? Claudia, great question. Now, animals are outside. Wild animals. Are they affected? In what way are they affected?
I think if there's animals outside, they're going to be protected. I don't think anything's going to happen to the animals at all,
Mm-hmm.
unless they take them.
Yeah.
But I'm not getting that. I'm getting that they're going to be protected by Bigfoot.
So,
by the way,
Bigfoot, yeah. Well, you have the Bigfoots up there. The Bigfoots, I know a few of you do. There's a number of people that I've had who have Bigfoots that are really positive. You do. I know April has Bigfoots in mountains up there. Other people have Bigfoots, and these Bigfoots are highly intelligent, and they are protectors, as you already know in your own experience up in the mountains.
Yeah. So in the woods you have Bigfoot, and then you have the tree people.
Can you explain
I can't
what the tree
remember
people?
Yeah, I can't remember what they're called. But anyway, they protect all the animals. Even the dogs outside in your yard are protected. Believe me.
Right. I know some people had questions about that in my audience about their pets.
Yeah.
It says Greta's saying.
So if you have to go out, okay, just when you see what is happening, just try to walk a straight line. And if anything dark tries to pass across your path or whatever, just put your hand out and say, "Okay, there you go. You can go." Just say, "Oh, excuse me," and keep walking.
If they come by you, just say, "I'm going to kick your blank with some light energy." I'm going to kick your blank.
Yeah.
I'm being very careful with my words here, but you get the gist of it. But
no,
now,
seriously though, if you're outside and you're seeing them walking by, just give them leeway to walk by. Just don't mess with them. They'll be taken care of.
Or just give them a hot dog.
Yeah, there you go.
That has a lot of spice on it. That's really hot, and they're going to freak out and disappear. No, I'm just kidding. A little
By the way,
here.
I think I know why Zayden is here and why he's pushing me so much, because I am a key holder for the bridge between worlds. So I'm a blue flame holder. So that means I can go anywhere on these bridges.
Interesting. Now, you never knew that until about 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah. So they're trying to push me to get ready for something, I don't know what, but they keep pushing me because it I don't know, there's something coming that I need to use my intuition for.
Something. And how would you ever know that? I mean, that's what I mean. That's what I love about what I see here. People that we're all human beings. We still live on Earth. We have human experiences, human emotions, different expressions. And then things happen to you and you say, I didn't know you existed. I didn't know this was going to happen. Same thing with other contactees. Same thing with April in Vermont with her experiences. She didn't plan on having contact 3 years ago. And when I met you, then I knew you were in contact with the Anunnaki, which was interesting. And I met other people that are documented on my videos on YouTube, on my program, all kinds of content. Then there was a woman in Arizona. I never forgot her. She talked about her story that she had not laser, she had plasma beings. Now I never even knew there was a thing called plasma beings. Now I know all about plasma. I've studied it, but then to realize if I think out of the 3D mindset that there is such a thing called plasma beings, who might say there's not plasma beings? Just because I don't see them doesn't mean that person didn't experience it, So it's to the point now where you have to keep your mind open, listen to people's stories, and you'll know if the stories are real, because when you start to know somebody, you know that they're not reading a teleprompter and saying, let me make up a story tonight for the commander, about these guides and all that.
I also have a guide. I got my blue flame in Egypt, okay, in a past life, and my name was CmdrAleon, I think, and this being calls himself CmdrAleon, has been with me this whole time. So he's got to be a reptilian, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's been with me the whole time since I was a kid.
Yeah, so there's a lot that we're learning here. And the beautiful tapestry of life is on encounters. The people I know, like I've known Mary and Ray for a lot of, well, I consider a lot of years. I can't believe I'm here for 3 years,
Right.
But I feel very close to a lot of you out here that I've interviewed. And because your stories are always consistent, you always have something happening. You've documented your stories. And I don't get involved in skirmishes on TikTok with people. I can care less about it. I'm way beyond it. I'm more interested in the bigger picture, which is our planet, the universe, and what's going to be happening shortly when we have mass contact. We don't control the date, the time. The space people will communicate with me telepathically, which they do, and they'll say, Commander, remember, there's no time and space, so therefore we are coming soon, but we're not going to give you a specific date and time, that's the way it is. If we were space people in space, we'd be looking at Earth and saying, oh, they live in time. We don't. We will be coming when we're going to get there.
Right.
And they don't have to go by whatever we want them to do. They can care less about what we want them to do because they don't control us. I mean, we don't control them, so it's just that kind of thing. Things are happening so rapidly. We are part of something much greater than we've ever experienced in our whole lives in this time.
I also figured out what that light is at the bottom of that ship.
Oh yeah, tell us about that light.
So that light is like an activation. So the more we're under it, the more activated we get. I found out.
Now, have you and Ray gone into the light?
Oh yeah. They put that light right on us.
So
they made sure they hit us.
Ray and Mary walked right. I'm going to do this whole thing now, this whole skit. Ray and Mary, I want you to walk into the light under the ship now. When you walk into that ship, you will be remarried in your second honeymoon, and you're going to go beamed up into the ship. And I want to praise you and Ray, for going under that ship of light. You are now blessed forever. There you go. A little bit of skit. People know I have a sense of humor. You have to on this planet. But and you guys too. So, but seriously, that ray of light that you go under, is it sort of like a healing ray, or can you explain it?
It's not a healing ray. It's like an activation to remind us of who we were.
Oh, okay.
And then the ray that I get that's coming out of the sun, that's that's also like a remembrance beam. And now I get beams off of every light that I look at. Like if I point my camera at a light, there's a beam coming off of it.
Oh, wow.
But I've never seen anybody else get that beam from the sun. So I feel pretty special.
As the comical thing is, Mary, you're so special.
Yeah. Thank you, Commander.
Well, it's getting towards 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm getting a bit loopy here, but no, but it's seriously, folks, that kind of thing, those kinds of stories are important, because basically that ray of light is coming from the ship to help you and Ray remember more and more why you're here, what your mission is, and there's not just one mission. You and Ray have multiple missions, I think, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Oh yeah. So we also have the mission of going around and closing bad portals too.
Yeah.
So that's why we're trying to get an RV, because we need to travel. Yeah.
You need to get an RV. You need to have it like cosmically painted with stars and planets, and say we are the Anunnaki, and people. Then you're going to stop people in their tracks. You might even get some media attention, and as you're traveling around the country, closing these portals. They say the Anunnaki are here. You guys are the Anunnaki. What's your names, Ray and Mary? But the Anunnaki, I thought they looked like something else. No, we can transform into any form we wish. We want to look like you. We don't want to give our physical form away. So we're just being Ray and Mary. So just, accept that.
Well, think about it now. If I have an RV, right, I can have all my gadgets on the roof. So I know exactly what's happening above me. That'd be pretty cool.
I can't wait. When you get that RV, you got to promise me that you guys are going to really paint it up with very neon type colors. And I'm just kind of half joking, but not. But having a symbol of we're on mission Earth, or we are the Anunnaki, and you'll get some attention.
Oh yeah, I'll make sure there's all sorts of stuff on that RV.
Oh yeah, she will. She will.
Make it well known.
When you have that RV, you'll come on live here on Encounters as you're getting ready to travel out of the mountain, and you'll say, "We want to show you the RV," and it says, "We are the Anunnaki."
Yep.
There you go. All right, there, sister. I want to thank you for being up here. And we also know that Ray is sleeping right now at 12:59 a.m. in the morning, correct?
So you know what? So I don't mean to bring this up, but we just seen a documentary on the vaccine.
Yeah.
And me and Ray have been really, really sick. And we just found out it's from the vaccine.
That you got sick.
So, yeah, it's making us really sick. So, there's a documentary on YouTube. If anybody wants to watch it, go under COVID something. Yeah. But it's a documentary on all these people that have been fighting the government since this started. Since the shot started. These are people that were in the trial thing.
For the whole thing.
And they're going after the government.
Oh, wow. Someone's asking Susan Murray, a friend of the show, says, why is it light there now at 1 a.m.? They're seeing the trees behind you. Is that a picture?
Oh, that's my blanket.
Oh, that's a photo.
See?
Yeah.
No, it's a blanket.
It's a blanket. So it's a blanket. Yeah. And then there's the trees. Is that a painting? What are those? With the bear?
Yep.
That's a painting, correct?
A blanket. Yeah.
A blanket. Okay. So no, it's not light. If it's light in the Appalachians, I'm going outside and wondering why it's dark here at 1 a.m. in the morning.
Oh no, it's dark, believe me. And it's raining. So I didn't. Well, I got to see the ship tonight because they sit right above me. So when I take Eddie out to go to the bathroom, I'm always snapping pictures. Yeah. If I could put all these pictures together, I'd probably know exactly how big that ship is.
Yeah, interesting. And,
like a puzzle.
Like a puzzle. Well, it's now 1:01 a.m. in the morning. I wish it was earlier. But anyway, I can't wait till the weekend's here. It's going to be a long weekend, thank goodness. Half Pint, I want to thank you for being here as a friend always and sharing your stories and your journeys. And we'll have to get Ray on here to share some of his journeys when we can shake him up and wake him up when he's feeling good. Yeah. All right. Hey, thank you. Come on, sister. We appreciate you always. Have a great night. Have a good weekend coming up. And we'll be back on tomorrow night at 11 here on Encounters. And this show will be downloaded to my YouTube channel within 24 hours. So there you go. All right.
Thank you, Commander.
Always. Thank you for sharing so much information. Have a great night. Or good morning.
You too.
All right. Take care. All right, folks. We're getting up to 1:02 a.m. in the morning. The YouTube channel. Hey, I want to bring this person up. I got to do this. I've watched their program. Let me see if I could bring them up here. We're going to be, it's Ashtar Command Spaceship News is my link on my bio. It goes to my YouTube channel, and all my shows are on there for almost the past 3 years. Lynn, thank you for the gift. And this person here, I've listened to their broadcast when I've had time. Let's see. The Fallout Theory Files. If you have a minute to come up, say hello. If not, we will hopefully get you on as a guest on one of our shows when you can. She wasn't back tonight, but I'm going to message her, and hopefully we'll get her back on. I have her TikTok profile, so I'll message her in the morning And again, please press the red button for the follow on my profile, and also the follow button too. Sophie, thank you for the gifts. I want to thank everybody for watching Encounters, the #1 spiritual UFO talk show. She's a little bit scared, but her husband seemed to be less scared, and hopefully we'll have her back on. If you don't know about Relics to Riches, she has a great story. It's on my YouTube channel. Please watch it. And there's so much that you need to know. But I want to thank everyone for being here. Please join us. Please let people know about Encounters here, broadcasting worldwide from the United States. And, she sounded nervous. Yeah, she did. I just want to say we love you all for supporting us for 3 years here. And we've been here consistently when things have come and gone. We've very consistently with our show been committed to doing this program and getting the word out with disclosure, with people that have contactees, people that have been abducted, people that have had high security clearance have been our show. So I want to thank you all for being here. If you do have connections with somebody that wants to go public and top security clearance, let them know about the show, and we'll bring them on here live on the program. All right, everybody, take care. It's now about 1:04 a.m. Thank you all for being here. We'll see you again tomorrow evening at 11 p.m. Eastern. Take care.